Hi everyone, my name is Rasha Buhumaid and I'm an assistant professor of emergency medicine at MBRU. I'm also a consultant emergency physician. I work at Mediclinic Parkview Hospital. I'm very excited today to share with you my career path of how I actually became an emergency physician. So I graduated a medical school here in the UAE, not far long back. And after my graduation, I did 1 year of internship. During my internship year, actually this was the hardest part because I had to make a decision of what career path I wanted to actually choose. I had the passion of emergency medicine, and I knew that when I did my clinical years, the final 2 years of medical school. And the options of what postgraduate residency programs at that stage was limited. And I knew I wanted to do emergency medicine, and I had to look up what are the available paths. So I knew that going to the US, there are so many emergency medicine residency programs that are available. And I decided that I wanted to actually do that path and explore how can I actually get to the US. So part of my internship, I spent a lot of time studying for my USMLE, both step 1 and step 2. However, I actually did step 2 first because it was very close to my graduation from medical school and I remembered all the clinical content easily. And during my internship, I did step 1. After completing both exams, obviously I prepared my CV and looked up and researched what are the available international emergency medicine residency programs in the US that can accept foreign medical graduates like me. Obviously, the number of programs are limited. For example, there were 170 plus emergency medicine residency programs in the US. However, the number that actually accept international foreign graduates is only 20. So it's a small fraction of what is available. So what I did is I actually, during internship, I had an elective month and I applied to these programs for an observership opportunity because I knew that if they see me, the chances of giving me an interview or matching and getting a spot of residency will increase. So I was very fortunate that I was accepted as an observer there. And I went for about 4 weeks during my internship as an elective rotation in an emergency department in Washington, D.C. It was an amazing experience because I first learned about their system and they also got to know me. After the observership, obviously, there was the time where I had to apply all my paperwork, including the exams, CV, after the application, I was granted interviews in a couple of these programs internationally. During the interview, it was very, very important that you actually display your interest in the field. Your CV have to be prepared to show why you are a good candidate. What work have you done in the field that you're actually pursuing? I was very fortunate that I actually got accepted in a couple of programs, although it was really competitive. And the only reason, honestly, I think that really helped me was not my scores, because obviously many applicants, they actually filter their application through the scores. It's your observership, the relationship you actually build and connect with others. After getting accepted, obviously, I did a 4 year of emergency medicine residency in Washington, D.C., followed by a fellowship. And then I returned back to the UAE and I've been working as a consultant emergency physician. And obviously, I have a big interest in medical education, and that's why I'm here at MBRU. I have interest in undergraduate and postgraduate medical education. If I would have asked my younger self as a medical student, what would I have done things differently? I think I would think of 2 different things. First is prepare early. If I knew about exploring the postgraduate options early in my medical education, maybe I would have done the steps during my basic science years. And probably the ideal time for doing your step 1 would be at the end of phase 2, because this is where you covered most of the basic science and you have the maximum knowledge with this content. And then probably with a clinical year, by the end of your MBBS program, like end of year 5, probably you will do step 2. So you will not be in rush to finish these exams, all in a very short period of span. The other thing, I think, because when I graduated at that time, postgraduate residency programs here in the UAE were very limited. In fact, there was no emergency medicine residency program. That's the reason traveling abroad was my only option. However, now there are so many good programs here in the UAE. I would definitely explore the options and consider doing maybe a residency here and then considering doing fellowship, because I also did a fellowship in point of care ultrasound, and there are so many other fellowships within emergency medicine that you can explore. So these are the 2 things that I would have done differently if I had the insight earlier about them. I wish you all the best. Trust me, medical school is awesome. Residency program and postgraduate will be even more amazing.